Hey everyone, this is my match reaction of Arsenal 3, Wimbledon 0. And you know what? Yet another clean sheet with a much-deserved score sheet of Lacazette's penalty, Smith Rowe on the score sheet, as well as Eddie Nketiah getting some confidence and getting his name up there on the score sheet tonight. Wimbledon did not put an easy game for us. They didn't park the bus. They put a good performance with great atmosphere home at the Emirates. And you know what? Carrying on that tempo, pace, and momentum and that winning mentality is what we need right ahead going into the North London Derby at the weekend. Now, when I saw that lineup, I was kind of concerned with Thomas Partey playing, considering how injury-prone he is. But he had a really great game today, and he is the anchor of our midfield. The positive spell continues at the Emirates with a 3-0 win and yet another clean sheet. And at the end of the game, we really put on momentum in the second half. We picked up the pace with super sub Bukayo Saka. But even before Bukayo Saka came on, Smith Rowe had done really well in terms of getting on the score sheet, but also assisting. He did really well. Bukayo Saka assisted both goals the minute he came on as a super sub. Wimbledon didn't sit back. They didn't park the bus, and they had great chances in the first half. Leno wasn't tested as much, although he wanted to prove that he can get back on that starting 11. He wasn't able to do so in this game. Leno didn't really have too much to do, so that's why he couldn't really prove himself. And I think the changes that we made today in terms of substitutions really transpired on the pitch today. Taking Partey off to rest him and not having him play the full 90 minutes was the right call. And also bringing on Bukayo Saka at the right timing really showed on the pitch with him leading the two goals on the line today. There was good management with the dynamic on the pitch tonight. We had great atmosphere, something that I want to see going ahead into the North London Derby. Lacazette had a great game today, and it really shows how he relishes playing alongside the youth, such as Nuno Tavares and Sambi Lokonga. He got an assist and got his goal. He led the line well and got 90 minutes on the pitch, which he deserved, and got the cheering from the fans, which hopefully it can reassure his confidence. Although he's not going to stay with us next season, he did do well today. Both of our fullbacks as well had a great game today. And it really shows how everyone needs to be 110% on the pitch, not just individual brilliance, but as a team, we need to come together as a collective unit, especially going into that North London Derby. We need to have confidence, momentum that we need, and in order to break down teams that like to press and play high-line football. Now, Thomas Partey was a great anchor in that midfield. I'm excited to see what he can do going into the North London Derby, but again, it was risky to play him today, considering he's made out of glass. Thomas Partey was direct in his passes, also kept up the high line tempo, and also kept up high pressing football, causing other players in that midfield to keep up to par with his pace and look sharper on the ball today. He got more on the ball, and he's at a good place now than before he left on the pitch. He also gave it his all. And you know what? I hope he carries this momentum, and I hope he's prepared with a few more training sessions going ahead into the North London Derby at the weekend. It really shows how he's a key player to our squad, and our season really depends on Thomas Partey and Gabriel staying fit, just to name a few. Saka enjoyed himself coming on as a super sub. He was desperate to get on the score sheet tonight, but he was denied a late goal by Zenov. It was a high-tempo game overall, but both teams gave it their all. Eventually, in the second half, we picked up the pace, we picked up the tempo, and got the scoreline that we deserved, and yet another clean sheet and glory days at the Emirates. But going into the North London Derby, we need to focus on playing our strongest 11. And thankfully, we rested Gabriel today. But one thing I need to mention is whether Arteta is going to be put to the test, whether he's going to bring his favorite Granit Xhaka back into that starting 11, or whether he'll surprise us by starting Sambi Lokonga. Only time will tell, so stay tuned for that. Another thing, the atmosphere today at the Emirates was really, really excellent and lively, something that we hope at the North London Derby. It's always a hype around it, and hopefully we can help our players build confidence, reassure them, and also as fans, support our players in that starting 11 and also on the bench to do well and put their best efforts on the pitch and give it their all. But most importantly, I'm looking forward to see the link-up play with Sambi Lokonga and Thomas Partey. Lokonga looked really calm and collected on the ball and also made really great through balls and direct passes. Nuno Tavares as well had a great game today, something that I want to see more of from him in the Round 4 Carabao Cup games. I'll see you guys later after the North London Derby, and hopefully I come back here with another clean sheet and another 3 points for me to share my highlights of the game as well as my match reaction. But more importantly, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is MissMelina7 to stay tuned with my thoughts on Arsenal games during the live commentary, and also check out my YouTube channel called Miss Melina, where I also do Arsenal post-match analyses in a tactical way and FPL content. Thank you so much, Mo, for the opportunity, and I'll be back here for another fan cam.